Welcome to day 3 of Tic-Tac-Toe Inventor 3D Solid Modeling. So far what we've created is a box with our two vertical grooves. Today we're going to look at creating the horizontal grooves. These grooves are very similar. There's just one little difference in how you're creating them so that you can make it go from vertical to horizontal. So let's take a look at this. Step 1, let's open our part. Come to the quick open icon, drop down the look in and find your H drive, and then let's find our part. I labeled it TTT. You notice I have my box and my two vertical grooves. We can click open. Now, if we look at our sheet, you're going to notice that those horizontal grooves are also 0.15 inches thick. They're also located 1.06 inches from the edge, just like the vertical grooves were. So let's go back to our part. We're going to start a 2D sketch, and we have to do it on the front. Now this time there are 3 different squares we could select. For simplicity, let's all just select the left one, although you could do any of them. So now we're going to put a 2-point rectangle on our part. And we're going to start this time in no man's land to the left. I'm going to click once to place one corner of the 2-point rectangle, and I'm going to move my mouse to the right. Here is the trick to this. The trick is to first hit the tab key, and it's going to switch it from width to height. Now that I'm at the height, I can type in 0.15, and then I can hit the tab key to go back to the width. So now we've selected how thick it's supposed to be, and now we have to figure out how long it should be. So we're going to take our mouse and go over to the right, to the right, to the right, to the right, until it's longer than our piece, and click to place it. On your keyboard in the upper left-hand corner, you can hit the ESC, escape key, and now we have to throw in a dimension. We are going to put a dimension from the top of our part, click, to the top of our groove, click, and we're going to take that number and place it over to the side of our part. How far is this groove from the top? It is supposed to be 1.06. Enter. Now that you've created that horizontal groove, it's the right thickness, it overlaps our part, and it's placed in the right location, we can finish our sketch. We can tell it to extrude, and it's going to start by poking out. So what we're going to do is we're going to tell it to cut in and verify that the arrow is pointing in, not pointing out. Make sure it's pointing in. And then we're going to change the number. How deep is it supposed to go? Based off of our sheet, we know that the grooves, all of them, are 0.19 inches deep. So we're going to type in 0.19 and hit OK. I'm going to do the other groove for you again. I'm going to go a little faster this time. Feel free to pause and restart if need be. I'm going to start a 2D sketch on this lower left corner and click the front. Then I grab a 2-point rectangle and I start in no man's land and click. Immediately, I'm going to hit the tab key. I can type in 0.15 for the thickness of my groove, and then hit the tab key again to go back to the width. The width needs to be longer than my part. Once it is, I'm going to click to place it, and then hit the escape key. Next is the dimension tool. We're going to dimension from the bottom of our piece to the bottom of our part. Oh, I clicked them both exactly how I should have, but it didn't exactly work. So I hit escape. I tried dimension. Let's try from the bottom of our part to the bottom of our groove. It worked that time. I'll place that dimension off to the side and type 1.06 and hit enter. Now that this groove is the correct thickness, it overlaps and it's located correctly, I will finish my sketch. I will come to the extrude button and I will tell it to cut and make sure it's cutting in. Again, lucky for us, we already set the depth before, 0.19, so we can just hit OK. Now we have all of our grooves located and placed on our tic-tac-toe board. All of these squares should be equal. And to finish the day off, we're going to save this. To save this part, all you have to do is come up to this quick save icon right here, click it, and it's saved. That is all for day number 3 of the tic-tac-toe Inventor 3D solid modeling. I hope this video was helpful. See you for day 4.